What's up, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of Sports Middle. In the middle, right? This week we're going to talk about Timothy Tebow.
Timothy Tebow, the third.
He's now...
Not to be confused with John Lucas the third.
Right. You don't want to confuse him with John Lucas the third. Now, he is now a backup quarterback to Mark Sanchez of the New York Jets.
Yeah, some people are arguing that he's automatically the starter. No,
who said that?
I've heard arguments.
Well, the thing that I found interesting about that topic is that he never mentioned anything about that in his press conference.
Never. He did mention excited 44 times.
He did say something about being excited. Yeah, he did.
No, they counted him 44 times.
I'm excited, and I'm excited.
And we're gonna play.
And I'm excited. And
we're gonna throw touchdowns.
And I'm excited. And I'm excited.
Oh my God! I like to thank God.
I was surprised anybody picked him up, to be honest with you. But I mean, I guess he does.
I'm not surprised.
He makes sense for like a backup, maybe third string, because he can't throw the ball. I don't know why you want him as a backup.
Right, and a lot of people had him going to Jacksonville.
Yeah, because Florida.
Right.
Dude, they would. Oh my God.
They would have sold out.
They would have died for him.
They would have sold out. They would have given up their virginity.
Yeah.
But he went to New York, a place where they sell out, a place where the fans are critical.
Oh my God.
Critical. They're critical. And he goes to New York when he's gonna fail. Poor guy. I feel bad for him.
You do?
No, me personally, because I know for a fact that he's not going to be a good starting quarterback.
For a fact?
It's a fact for me.
Okay.
The more interesting part of this for me is the combination of Tim Tebow and Rex Ryan in the same team.
Oh my God, that's true.
Foul mouth and Jesus himself.
Foot fetish and Jesus. It's interesting. No, see, what I found interesting about this more on the football aspect, the Jets had a problem at the end of the season. That problem was Mark Sanchez. What are you going to do with Mark Sanchez? What are you going to do with Mark Sanchez? You're going to trade him? You're going to sell him? What are you going to do, right? And then the solution to the problem was sign Mark Sanchez again. So they have a mediocre quarterback, and then they signed a bad quarterback.
And when people are hopefully some of New York Jets fans are trying to do the math and saying that two bad quarterbacks equal one good quarterback. It's not the case.
Two negatives don't equal positive. Boom. What do you think when this has always been my thought, and people who talk to me about Tim Tebow will know this, is I don't think he's a quarterback, obviously, but I think he's a tight end. What do you think about that?
I think he's a tight end / wildcat quarterback where you just like funky.
See, I like that. I like he's a wildcat, but you can't just use him just on wildcat because, dude, he's a bull.
He's a bull.
He's huge.
He has determination.
Yeah, that counts. That matters.
Determination, dude.
That matters.
Up the ass.
He's got it up there.
But not to be confused with the skill of a quarterback.
No.
Which requires reading defenses, making the pass.
Right. Being able to throw spiral.
Yeah, maybe throwing spiral.
You gotta be able to do that every once in a while.
Maybe,
hitting your receivers.
Yeah, sometimes. Not running, whatever.
Reading your second route, but whatever,
People are gonna catch on to that.
You think so?
In the NFL, yeah, dude.
What if he succeeds, dude? What if he takes the
number one spot? Succeeds? I don't want to get there. I don't want to go there.
Okay. Let's wrap this one up. Over under, you'll see him in 4.5 weeks.
I'm saying over. I'm saying you're gonna see him 6th, maybe 7th week. Here we go. After the trade deadline.
Wow. I'm gonna go
That's
under.
Week 7, right?
I'm gonna go under. I'll see him maybe the second week.
Wow, that's soon.
Yeah, I think Mark Sanchez throws 2 interceptions the first game. You'll see him the second game.
Wow, that's really soon.
Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Mark my words, people. Tim Tebow will end up being a tight end and a good one.
A good one?
Yeah, he's gonna be a good tight end.
He's gonna throw the ball.
It doesn't matter. And that's all we got about Tim Tebow today.
Tim Tebow will come in week 8, and
week 2.
He's probably gonna be decent in game 1. But man, once the game plan for him,
poor guy. We'll be praying for you, Tim Tebow.
No, we're not.